look at the size of this guitar. It's ginormous. So this is an Ibanez, as you can tell by the logo on the headstock, an Ibanez DT200. So this belongs to my friend Gordon. He's given me this on loan. He got it maybe about 6 months ago or something like that, and he has upgraded the pickups. I will tell you about those pickups in a bit because they are super metal. There are no clean parts in this video. This is a video consisting solely of metal. So let's have a brief history, a very, very quick look at the history of Ibanez Destroyers. This is effectively an Ibanez Destroyer. It is a DT200, but we'll look at the backstory of the Ibanez Destroyers. So the Ibanez Destroyer, first introduced in 1975, they're made by the Hoshino Gakki company. So they were originally, the model number was a 2459. Famous players, Mr. Edward Van Halen, of course. That was the guitar in its original state, which he then painted white, and then it went on to become the one with the big bit cut out Ace Frehley. Ace Frehley played one of the original models. I think that's a 76 one. On stage as well, the bold Ace. Into the 80s, there was a lawsuit, I believe, and Ibanez stopped making them. They were redesigned and called the Destroyer 2. So this is into the 1980s. Phil Collen, of course, famous for his DT555, I think it is. A classy. That's just, when I see that, I think that's Def Leppard 1982-83. Brilliant. Let's see, Phil Collen. Also, Adrian Smith, of course, and his Marshall backline. Live on stage there with Dave Murray. Now, I've seen a picture of Dave Murray playing one as well, and he's in the Ibanez advert. I think it's a DT400. Some very nice guitars there, and some famous players of Ibanez Destroyers. So let's look at the details of this particular guitar. So it is in very, very good condition for a guitar from 2005. I mean, I didn't find any dings on it, as you could see in that video though. There's some pitting on the hardware of the screws that hold the neck on, but it's a lovely guitar to play. How does it sound? Well, let's look at what Gordon has done to the pickups. In the bridge, he has a Seymour Duncan Nazgul. That is a very metal pickup, and it sounds great. And in the neck is a Seymour Duncan Invader. Again, another kind of metal pickup. The neck position isn't quite as metal as it would be in the bridge position, but the sounds of these two pickups are great. Let's listen to some rhythm sounds right now. Some very metal riffing. See my squint pinky there? Injured my pinky a long time ago, but that's a story for another video. So yes, some very heavy metal riffing. So that was all in standard tuning, but I'll tell you what sounds great with this Seymour Duncan Nazgul is when you do drop D. Listen to this. So look at the size of this guitar. Now I said it was big, but let's see a measurement. So I measured it from the tip of the headstock to the bottom here. I'll tell you what, it's heavy as well. I haven't weighed it as yet, but what I'll do is, once I'm editing the video, I will go and weigh it and I'll put it in now. The wonders of editing. So let's look at the measurement from the tip of the headstock to here. This is a big guitar. Now I have owned a few of these over the years, and a few of them came with hard shell cases, and my goodness, you need to hire a van to take that one to a gig. You know, you wouldn't get on the bus. I have sometimes get the bus to gigs, you know, I'm not a superstar. Sometimes get public transport to gigs and just carry a guitar on. You wouldn't carry one of these in a hard shell case on a bus, that is for sure, but it is a lovely guitar. So let's look at the specifications of the neck. Now it isn't as thin as like the Ibanez Wizard necks, but it is bordering on just a wee bit too slim for the style of playing that I have. So there you have it, a 2005 Ibanez DT200 made in South Korea, only made for a couple of years. It's in really, really good condition, plays great, sounds great. Now those pickups are metal. That Nazgul, man oh man, that is a man of war. Man oh man, that is a serious heavy metal pickup. I really enjoyed playing this. So yes, a big guitar in stature and a big guitar in sound. The Ibanez DT200 from 2005. The final part of this video, I put a full tune together. Again, it's definitely metal. Some classic riffs in there. I've maybe stolen them from other places, but that's how music works. I do hope you enjoy it. As ever folks, it's a privilege and a pleasure to bring you content on Dunzy's Guitar World. Cheers for now.